A 10% charge on all goods imported from China to the US took effect on 4th of February. Beijing retaliated with its own tariffs that took effect on 10th of February. This includes a 10% tariff on US coal and liquefied natural products and a 10% tariff on crude oil, agricultural machinery, and large engine cars. China has repeatedly voiced its opposition to a new trade war of the kind that developed between the two countries during Trump's first presidency. Trump paused for a 30 days a proposed tariff of 25% on all goods entering Canada, which was also due to begin on February 4th. So, because he reached an agreement with them for Canada to strengthen its border, and the same he did with Mexico. And Mexico told him in return they will do their own part, and he has to do his own part by making sure that illegal weapons are not being trafficked into Mexico to fuel the drug gang war that is always ongoing in Mexico. Which products will be affected? Trump's previous time in office, he applied lesser restrictive tariffs on China. This time around, the tariffs appear to apply to all goods from China. If the measures against goods from Mexico and Canada ultimately go ahead, a range of items are expected to become more expensive. And who are the ones that are going to suffer from it? Is the citizens. Car manufacturing could bear the brunt of effects on tariffs. Vehicle parts across US, Mexico, and Canadian borders multiple times before a vehicle is completely assembled. The average US car price could increase by $3,000 because of the import taxes, financial analyst TD economists suggested. Other goods from Mexico which could be affected include fruit, vegetables, spirits, and beer. Canadian goods such as steel, lumber, grains, and potatoes would also be likely get pricier for US consumers. Canadian energy will be tariffed at 10% instead of 25%. Will the UK and Europe have to pay tariffs? Trump previously told the BBC the UK was acting out of line without giving further detail, but suggested a solution could be worked out. So on the side of the UK, that's what Trump is saying. Then on the side of EU, Trump has also said he could impose tariffs on the EU pretty soon because they take almost nothing from the US and we take everything from them. You see, so he's saying that the EU is taking almost nothing from the US and they're taking everything from the EU. So he must equally impose sanctions. But what he's forgetting is that two can play this game better. If all these countries he's threatening start to carry out tariffs on the US, is the US that is going to feel the heat the most. Do tariffs cause inflation? Economists have warned that tariffs are likely to raise prices for US consumers. For example, sellers may raise the price of goods they are importing if they are forced to pay heavy duties, which is correct. They are in business to make profit. So if the duties they have to pay is higher than before, they will equally increase the price because they want to make profit as well. From 2018 to 2023, tariffs on imported washing machines saw the price of laundry equipment rise by 34% according to official statistics, before falling once the tariffs expire. So you see, this is just one clear example that in the US from 2018 to 2023, the tariffs on importing washing machines saw the price of laundry equipment rise by 34%. Then imagine what could happen if Trump starts carrying out his threats concerning the UK, concerning the EU, concerning the BRICS, concerning anybody he's threatening, and these countries start to retaliate back. Imagine what is going to become the fate of the US citizens. Capital Economics has said that annual rate of inflation could rise from 2.9% to as high as 4% because of these newly announced tariffs. So it's now left for Trump and his government to go back, sit on a round table and put a brake on these threats or stop these tariffs before it gets out of hand, because when it does, it is the US that is going to suffer it the most. And when you say the US is going to suffer it the most, it's not Trump or his administration. It's the US economy and the US citizens that are going to suffer heavily from it.